Okay. We're live. Here we go. Welcome to the show. Let's see. One person on. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. Wonderful. We have a few more people that just popped in. I started the show just a little bit early. I always seem to have some technical difficulties. Hey Priscilla, how you doing? How did your day go the other day? Your event, your thing. I hope it was everything expected and more. Oh yeah. Let's see. Can you see it? It has my name all over it. Yeah, actually, the realtor that sold me my house that I'm in now, this was a gift from him. But I was like, I love this. This is probably the best gift. So I actually had this in my office at work, and of course nobody would use the mug, right? I'm the only Tina Nardo, so it's really kind of cool. Yeah, it's from some type of mall. I'll send it. I'll make a note to send it to you. I guess you can do one-offs because he wouldn't have bought more than one. So, yeah, it's pretty unique, and just giving that as gifts too, right? Especially as a coffee mug, tea mug, things like that. Hey, Angel, how are you doing? How's everything going for you in San Antonio? I'm just so in awe of your commitment and your outreach that you have for everyone. I'm just really impressed how much time and energy you put into your vocation and how well received it is. That's so impressive. Oh, thank you, Angel. I appreciate that. No, Linda, you're not late at all. We're actually early. Yeah, we're early. Yeah, thank you, Angel, for sharing us. I know Wendell's doing that now. I can't multitask like that, so I'm not going to share while I'm talking to you because I will just be focused on that and ignore all the comments. So, I hope that if you have the inclination that you can share us out as well. Sorry, I think we have mosquitoes here lately. There's been so much rain, and then, the little buggers breed like crazy. There's no stopping them. Right. Well, I mean, if you have lots of dragonflies, which I don't know if you can release dragonflies, that would be nice. We actually released ladybugs. We ordered some ladybugs online a couple of years back. We had some mites, and it was interesting to do. But then they flew away. they didn't eat the mites like we wanted them to. They just flew away. Hey, Crystal, how are you doing? Oh, you're anxious today. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Breath. I mean, I have an app on my phone. It's like it's a 2 minutes, and that doesn't sound like enough, but it actually can calm you down. So just if I would try and find something that you can just breathe for 2 minutes, and then I think it'll help with anxiety. It's not a cure-all, but it will help alleviate some of the strain. Oh, absolutely, Angel. I'm sure you have an amazing collective there. So Angel does candle work, I think is, I don't remember the exact word, but if y'all are into candles and spell working, not just decorative, but Angel can help you with that. Hey Ellen, how are you doing? 2 boxes, oh my gosh. Yeah, so we're meeting tomorrow with our builder. So our move is imminent, and that's what I'm thinking of too, is not just all the crystals I have in here, but throughout my whole house. The business, oh my gosh, I'm trying not to do with crystal is panic and just take it one step at a time, because oh my gosh, you just can't throw them in a box, right? You have to wrap them carefully, and you can't put too many in the box because they're heavy. So yeah, and the crystals, I mean, they have to, and that's another thing too with me, I can't pack them in advance, right? So it's not like I've got a Cuisinart, we'll just say. I can pack that in advance because I can't foresee me using it from this point to the time that we move. If I did, then I can change the recipe. But my crystals, I mean, they're like your deodorant. It's one of the last things you pack. So yeah, I'm admiring the fact that you're going through this, and you'll have to let me know if you have any tips. Oh my gosh, Linda, see, yeah, it's been rainy here, guys, in Texas. Absolutely. And I know some of the areas of the United States and Canada are having extreme weather as well. It rained today, it's supposed to rain tomorrow, it's supposed to rain up until Friday, and we had probably 2 weeks of rain. It was just torrential. Oh, my earrings, oh yeah, they're crescent moons. Actually, I got these in the Middle East. I don't know if you've ever heard of the gold souks. It's in Dubai. It's a section, just gold from, you're blinded by how much gold is in this area. Souk is like a little shop. It translates into shops. But it's just for the gold to be sold. And I found, I'm not a big gold fan. I actually went there to buy some bangles for my children. But these are silver. So I found a silver shop in the gold souks of Dubai, and that's where I got these. So yeah, I love them. So you can switch them, so I can have both crescents depending on my mood. Hey Kirby, how are you? Ariana, thanks for joining. Yeah, so we're just 2 minutes to the show started, so we're just chit-chatting right now, waiting for a few more people to come on. Yeah, there's some, I really believe that there's a shift going on. I think, with COVID, of course, that 2020, we all have our own story about that. And now we're in the 7th month of 2021, and it's still lingering on for a lot of people, and it's actually becoming real for a lot of people. And then the U.S. is still in such an upheaval on so many levels that it's horrific in a lot of ways, and it's really scary in a lot. Yeah. So, Crystal, I can imagine. So I participate in the full moon aspect of charging and cleansing my crystals in a different way. So I will have a ritual that I perform during the full moon, and it sometimes is really elaborate. Most often it's very simple because it's just me. And I will have select crystals with me that I use, but the other crystals, I don't move them physically. I invite the energy of the moon into my home. And with that vision, you I don't know if you've ever heard the term drawing down the moon. So if you do that, if you draw down the moon into your space, then every article of your home, every couch, chair, crystal is encompassed by the moon's energy. So I'm not saying you shouldn't take your crystals out. I mean, that's a personal decision for sure. But for me, I mean, it soon became not practical. So instead, I use the power within me and join forces with the power of the moon, and then I draw down the moon into my space. So you might want to consider that. That is an option. And if you have other suggestions, of course. And that's one thing I love about life and being a human. We all have decisions. We can have choices, and you can custom fit, whatever path you're on for you. There's no right or wrong way, at least in my eyes. Oh no, Ellen, I'm just seeing your comment. I hope the baby's better. Okay, so Angel, I would love for you to post that. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are interested in candle magic. New beginnings, absolutely. Hey Goldie, how you doing? Thanks for coming on. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a lot of work. Yeah, I just got some rice paper, and I'm going to show you all this. It's not crystal related. Well, it's not, okay. I think we moved beyond the fact that it's not crystal related. So I have a prayer tree in my backyard that I had cut up linen strips, and whenever I had someone that needed to have a prayer set for them, for the universe and for myself, I would put their name on the strip of linen and then their prayer, and I would attach it to the tree. And before I knew it, I mean, my tree was just covered in white. Which wasn't a bad thing, but the linen wasn't disintegrating as quickly as what I wanted it to. So I found rice paper, and that's what I'm going to start using. So rice paper, it dissolves in water. So my intention is and it just arrived like 5 minutes before the show started. So now when I'm putting prayers on my prayer tree, and I'll just attach it to my tree it's a Mexican plum. He is gnarly. Oh my gosh, he has not just limbs, but he has like baby little limbs poking out. So I can just, poke it through one of his limbs, and and then the next rain or heat, we have a lot of humidity here, so I expect my prayers to dissolve and then to be dispersed into the universe. So yeah, that's my next win that I just came across is rice paper. For those of you that do prayer trees or anything that you offer sacrifice to the elements, look into rice paper. I hope to, Linda, because it is going to be a huge. I mean, we have a 2-car garage, and I've slowly squeezed Wendell completely out. I mean, he has like this much of a space now, so Driscoll Odyssey has taken over it completely. Hey Carrie, how you doing? Okay, so yeah, you're doing the same thing that I would do, Angel, is be really selective of which crystals you hold back. And I do have favorites. I mean, absolute favorites. So I would definitely need to pack them last. Oh, hey Sarah, how you doing? Hey Leanne. Oh yeah, you should try it. Now, if it's within sight, of course the impact is much more poignant. But for those of us that work with moon energy, it doesn't need to be visible. So like when people say, oh, it's the clouds obscure the view, the moon's still there. You just can't see it, but you should be able to feel it, right? And it's the energy of the moon that we're working with. I'm going to use an extreme case here. If we were blind, the moon still exists. The energy still exists. So working with that moon energy and having it penetrate the walls, that to me is powerful, right? So, and don't get me wrong, I don't discount taking them out and having the moon's energy, or the light hit it. I think that that's also a very viable way of recharging your crystals. But it's totally, subjective, and it's a personalized approach. Yeah. So for those of you, like Linda's saying, the focus and what you give focus, what you give intention to, it grows, so it becomes stronger. So yeah, try it. This Friday, of course, is the full moon, so it might be an opportunity for you to do that. Just envision the moon, penetrating your house, your space, your room, and then filling it with light. It's a lot like meditation, right? And then having all the rays, penetrate each crystal wherever it's at in your home, in your car, maybe it's in your office desk, and then and just asking for its power to recharge. Yeah. So Crystal, I actually have seen and heard several people, they put them out at night and it rained, and there's several crystals that they can't get wet, and it was just so sad. Or I heard of someone that actually put their crystals out and somebody stole them. That's horrifying, right? That's just, I can't imagine that happening. So leaving them out overnight. And then there's people that it's like, if it's in the middle of winter, what are you going to do then, right? I'm a big baby when it comes to cold. So you're not going to get me outside unless it's from here to 1 minute walk to my car. Yeah. Hey Sam. I haven't, this is just the grid that I've put up, but it's going to be what I'll use for the full moon that's coming up, Angel. So in the middle, I have a little citrine point, and my anchor to outside the vortex is a labradorite. And this little guy, I was actually looking for a crystal, trying to figure out what would be the crystal to help anchor the energy. And I have a wooden bowl in the back here. I don't know if you can see, it's in the very far back. This one was outside of it on the carpet. And I was like, what are you doing? How did you get out there? So this is the one that's volunteered, I guess, to be part of my grid. So this is the one that I'm saying, and I actually, before I'm going to use the word agreed, I'll just say agreed, that it was the stone of choice. What I got from this crystal is that it's going to help harness the energy that I'm going to be building with this crystal. So that's its role for the grid. And then I have blue kyanite, lapis lazuli. I found these little baby smoky quartz points. Oh, I love them. Have those. Garnets, I think I already said that, and Herkimer diamonds. Yeah, so that's what my grid's going to be. And it's on a Triskel. A friend of mine owns a business called Winter Bayou Gifts, and she made those grids for me out of birch. And so they're perfect size to fit inside of my my copper pyramid. So yeah, so I'm really excited about it. And it's portable too. So I'm actually going out of town on Saturday, so I'm planning on taking my grid with me, setting it up, charging it, and then bringing it back, and I'll have to redo it. But I wanted to go ahead and make sure I did that on the full moon. Yes, there's Sam. Hey, Christy. No, I don't think I'm going to be selling grids, Sarah. I'm not sure that that's something. Yeah, possibly. I mean, you can find these in so many different places. I have actually I found some on Etsy. Winter Bayou. I mean, I can give you her link. And she's got one of those laser cutters, so she can actually, if you, like she did 4 for me. So if there's a specific sacred geometry that you want made, or your own design, you just send her the information. I'm sure she can do it for you. So that's what I liked about her. And then I know her, so I mean that was helpful for me. And she's 2 cities over. So it was really convenient for me. But yeah, I mean, you never know where your life will take you. So I'm not going to say I'm not going to sell grids, but that's not my an intention right now. I've had those before in the past, Sam. So I can look. I can check with my vendor that I got them for before. Yeah, no, I may have, Sarah. Yeah, I may have. So let's see here. Let me do this. I'll keep this separate so I don't keep it in this book. Then it'll just be part of the group. So pyritized. I think where I got them the last time was out of Poland. Yeah, they were actually really nice. A lot of people ended up making jewelry out of them. Okay, got that. All right, so now that's something. Yeah, I think that what we're going to end up doing is like the smaller crystals is what I would like to be able to offer, like I was showing you, these little pieces of smoky quartz. Because of the size of the grid that I'm planning on using, I need smaller crystals. Now I can make something elaborate, but then it has to be specific to the size, the crystals at least. So, and then coming up with it gets really complicated. Or at least in my mind, I start to overthink things. I need an odd number, and then do I need, of course, the intention of the crystal is there. Like the citrine, I wanted to make sure that it was in the middle because I want it to be abundant, and not abundant in monetary. I want it to be fruitful. I want it to multiply. I want it to be overflowing. I mean, that's the thought that I have with the citrine. And then the smoky quartz, whereas I normally would say it transmutes negative energy, transforms it. I was going to use my smoky now to help me let go of the past. So the whole thing about the buck moon that I'm going to focus on is it's the time where the deers grow their antlers, right? So it's a form of rebirth, and that's where I am bringing in the thoughts of the Triskel. The Triskel to me is birth, rebirth, death. It's a cycle of life, and that's why I actually selected it for the symbol of our business for that purpose. So I have a really close tie to the Triskel. Yeah, and then the lapis and the blue kyanite, I mean, they have some special meanings for me as well. And then the herkimer and the garnet. Small tangerine quartz points. Yeah, I have. I'm trying to think now, do I have any of that size? I don't think I do. Probably maybe thumb size is the smallest I would have, but it's a good point. So Sam, when you want the pyritized ammonites, what would you use them for? Do you have a specific purpose? We're waiting for Sam to respond. I know that there's a delay, so it can get kind of awkward. Ah, no, it makes sense, right? And you can actually find this spiral in nature. But yeah, the ammonites, it does make sense completely. Yeah, I love spirals. The Triskel, labyrinths, right? It's to me, it's a cyclical, right? So we're just continually moving. Was anyone gonna participate in the full moon grid build for this Saturday? Ah, very nice. Yeah, crop circles are a totally different topic. I love that. Yeah, I'll see what I can make. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely see. If I have to get them from Poland, it might take some time, just because of the international shipments aren't as fast as what Amazon would bring. I ordered something. Well, that rice paper I ordered on what is today? I ordered it on Monday. That's what you call fast shipping. Oh, nice. Saturday the 24th. That's when I've got the full moon down. Oh, that is so nice, Leanne. Yes. Oh, yeah, this is a perfect full moon for you, right? To connect with your dad. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure he's going to be really excited to help you. Yep, the full moon, Linda, is on the 24th. That's what I have it marked down as. So I actually got the ammonites and uvarovites. I did get that's the green sparkly garnets. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen those before, but it's the uvarovite. Yeah, it's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, I know. I do have Amazon Prime. Yeah. Well, I actually buy a lot of my business products from Amazon. It's actually cheaper in a lot of ways and certainly faster, and the no shipping, right? So I have fallen prey to the marketing. Blue halite. Oh my gosh. I will have to ask my vendor about that. That must be gorgeous. Writing it down, getting the shopping list going. So let's see, Leanne or Linda, would you like to share what crystals you're going to be using for your grid on Saturday? Ah, I don't think I have any ancestors from Poland. Mm-mm. No. Or my brother had his what did he go through? Ancestry.com, and there was nothing that came up there. But the jury's still out on my mom. Okay, Syrah Tower. Oh my, okay. Bumblebee Jasper, Silverleaf Jasper. Oh, Chrysanthemum Stone, Charoite, Brazilian items. Oh wow, Tiffany Stone. Stitchtite, Aragonite, Apophyllite, Labradorite, Chrysocolla, Orlite 23. Oh my gosh. Oh, Linda. Focus is growth and choices. Yeah, so I didn't mention my focus, and it is about shedding old ideas. So I'm going to be going through the rebirth stage. So that's where I want to, let loose of anything that's been holding me back. Shedding, like the deers shed their antlers, and just, moving forward into a new phase. One of the things too I wanted to focus on is the blue kyanite, is to enhance my that's okay, my psychic abilities. I want to make sure that I'm working that muscle and calling in all of my ancestors to bring to me the gifts that they've left behind. But I also wanted to use the garnet to keep me kind of level-headed. That's my birthstone, so that's where I always excel at, just being level-headed, stable, grounded. Oh, Linda. Okay, so Leanne. Sorry. Smoky quartz, right? Moonstone, Unakite. Very nice. I love that. That's an amazing grid. Yeah. So the reconnection in the positive future, right? I mean, oh my gosh. And that's where I'm also excited about the collective crystal coalition, to where we're going to set forth that intention. And that's another thing that we'll be talking about shortly, is who's going to be able to participate in that. Because I would like to go ahead and get the map set up for that, so we all know where we're going to be. Oh, one thing I did forget to tell you too. I have some pyrite here, from little bitty pieces of pyrite, and it's from Midlothian, Texas. And I'm using that, and it's, of course, the abundance theme, but that's not why I'm using this. It's to protect against negative influences. So I wanted to make sure that I had a barrier set up, an internal barrier, right? So, and that's to protect the apex, so that nothing can penetrate. So that's what I was thinking when I was building this. Collecting all the crystals, trying to make sure that, that it was my intention, complemented the crystals and vice versa, but also that it made sense to me, that it flowed, Oh my gosh. Ellen, you have a tribe, hon. You are so blessed. You are so blessed. I know. How do you do it? You just must collapse in your bed at night with a smile on your face, I'm sure. But still, that's so much. But you probably have such a vibrant home. I can just imagine. I can just hear the energy. People probably, your grandkids probably just love coming to your house. And that's what it's about, right? Giving them those memories. Yeah, I know, Linda. I have 2 grandkids, and they're grown. So if they're making noise, it's usually because they're fighting. So, yeah, they're pretty well. Well, my oldest is he'll be 18. So we don't have any little ones anymore. I envy that. So So let's see. Is there anyone else that swimming kind of? I know swimming. Oh my gosh. And feeding and nursing and all of that. I mean, that's just watching over them. So is anyone else planning on participating in the grids? I would love to hear your selections of crystals. No pressure. I mean, it's not a requirement at all. I'm just more no problem, Priscilla. I'm more I guess I'm interested, curious for sure, and I just love the ideas that you have. I'm always learning from everyone on this show. Priscilla, are you going to be doing a grid for this full moon on Saturday? Oh, nice. Yeah, just recharge it. Yep. No reason to take it down. Not at all. Yeah, I think I'm going to move the one I currently have set up into another place in the house, and then just put this one underneath the copper pyramid. No problem, Goldie. You know, procrastination, I do it too on a lot of things. But, you know, the full moon, I mean, you can do it, you know, before the midnight hour, right? So there's no, you don't have to prep for it. It can be just totally spontaneous. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good, Priscilla. I know, it's an amazing material, that blue coral. Yeah, I mean, it hits all the right notes of, I would consider that crystal to be part of the water element. I mean, indicative, of course, of the coral and then the blue, but it really embodies that. I can really see that it would encourage you to be more trusting of your intuition. And that's where I think the water element, it has a really strong force in that. Oh, nice. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah. So our deities also need to have, you know, time. You know, whatever God force you're, you know, you hold dear to your heart, having an altar, having, you know, something dedicated to them. It's always a nice time to do that. Oh. Oh. Nice. That is so cool. Yes, Linda, I'm so happy for that. Oh, hey, Pam. Welcome. Yeah, so, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be on the exact full moon. So, I mean, there's a day before and a day after, you know, 99%, you know, 98, that's always fine. I mean, they say you're safe 3 days before and 3 days after. So it's actually a 7-day, you know, gap or span of time. So don't stress. You know, if you can't do it exactly on Saturday, the energy of the moon is here today. So, I mean, it's building. I would just suggest if you do it on the day after the full moon, whatever intentions you have, it's not to for increasing, it's for decreasing. So you might just have to change your verbiage, right? So that's always tricky. But yeah, the full moon I think is ideal, but like I said, it can work on either direction. Oh my gosh, yeah, mischief. Yeah, we should all take heed about that, Priscilla. I mean, we should all start to learn how to trust our intuition more, right? I mean, you get those feelings in your gut for a reason. You have that knowing when things are about to happen, or when you meet somebody and you don't trust them, and it's like, okay, you call off the date or the conversation. You have a clear cut end to it. And it's sometimes we just don't pay attention, and I think when we stop listening to those messages, that's when we start doubting ourselves, and then it's like, okay, then nothing is, unless you have hard, cold facts in front of you, do believe in it. The full moon, I have it set for the 24th, so I think there is a difference in, I've seen people say the 23rd as well. Yeah, but I know it is, and then people can be so cruel. They really can, and I don't understand why somebody would want to do that to another human. I don't know what it serves. I really don't know what it serves. So I don't know how they can take joy in somebody else's pain. So, but there's a lot of people out there that are like that. Ooh, oh my gosh, Sam. I don't have any of that. Yeah. I have a moldavite necklace, and that's it. And I have a meteorite. I can't remember where it's part of the same necklace. No, I do have another meteorite necklace. Oh, I forgot about that. And it was from, oh gosh, the person I bought it from, where did they say it was from? Was it Utah, I think, maybe? Maybe, Priscilla. I don't know. But, I mean, that's when I think, it's Sam, you're just so funny. I have a, Maribel is one that gave me my first skull. I don't have any other skulls. I mean, mine would look more human. Yeah, sometimes we need that though, right, Priscilla? We need to make room for new, and that's where the fire element comes in. It's very destructive, but then when the fire goes through the forest, I mean, the seeds start to pop up. So yeah, and that's where I always think about the Tower card in Tarot. It's very destructive, but I mean, that's how you can eliminate things that were not supposed to be in your life and to make room for new. Right? I know. Yeah. Yes, they do try to reinforce their power, and I know that a lot of narcissists do that. People that manipulate, and I don't understand them. I mean, for sure, but I always wonder: do they realize that that's how they are? I mean, do they own that, or are they in denial? That's what I'm always curious about. Not that I was ever able to have a conversation with a narcissist that they would admit that, but I think I want to know deep down: do they own it? Are they planning to be better narcissist? I mean, does that go through their mind? How can I manipulate people more? I don't know. How can I be a better narcissist? I mean, are there books out there like that? So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. So before we get to, we only have like 20 minutes left, but I wanted to see if anyone's going to be participating in the collective energy that we're going to be building on Saturday. So we're going to start at 7:11 Central Standard Time, and then we're going to hold our energy for 9 minutes, and we're going to be just focusing on promoting truth, love, and empathy. And I use a crystal. Actually, this is the crystal that I used the last time. So I focused on this crystal, and with this crystal I had intentions. I could visualize the energy going out. So it's like I was putting my emotions, my intentions into it, and I was using its energetic force to put it through the universe. But you don't have to use a crystal, of course. You can just use, your mind, your heart, or you can use a different type of crystal. It's totally, whatever you're, feeling at that moment. Okay, so Leanne's going to be in Pittsburgh. Thank you, Leanne. And what I'm going to do is we won't use your name. It'll just be, well, we did use your first name, Leanne in Pittsburgh. But we're not going to use your address or anything. Okay, guess I'm not going to give anyone that information. Yeah, that's too much information. Priscilla, thank you. All right, so Priscilla. All right, New Mexico, Las Cruces, and Linda W. Moody. That's what I was like, did I remember that correctly? Moody, Texas. Perfect. I really enjoyed it the last time. Oh, Ellen, thank you. So Ellen, I was quite surprised how fast the 9 minutes went. I don't know if y'all experienced that as well, but I'm usually, it's hard for me to meditate for longer than, 15 minutes. My mind wanders around so badly. But with that focus, that mantra, it was really, really easy for me to do. Oh, thank you, Pam. So happy to have your energy on board. Yeah, it's the best Mexican restaurant in the world is in the town that Priscilla lives in. Yeah, I would go back there just for the Mexican food. It was amazing. A little house that was converted into a restaurant. It was just so cool. And then of course I will be there. Try to get Wendell. Actually, I'll be in Austin, Texas that weekend, so I'm gonna have to change my placement on the map. Okay, so what we'll do then, just remember 7:11 Central Standard Time. That's when the energy build will start. Oh my gosh, I will have to ask Wendell. Yeah, because we just Googled it. It was like the best restaurant, and I can see it. It was like there was a park right beside it in the front. You kind of had to park behind it. There were houses like over here, like houses from. It was an older neighborhood. You could tell that the zoning, which is a lot like Houston. There was no, Houston doesn't have zoning, so you can have a house right next to a restaurant. But it was a lot like that. I'll get that information for you, Linda. Oh yeah. It's Wendell's birthday next week, so we're just gonna go spend a day in Austin. I love that place. So just to get away. We like taking road trips, and it's a really nice. It was a really nice drive. It was in Old Mesilla. I'm not pronouncing that right. Yeah, it was like Google the best restaurant, and it had raving reviews, and it had food I'd never had before. And you know, we have Tex-Mex here, so this is authentic Mexican. There you go. Yeah, see, Priscilla remembers. I didn't. Okay, cool. So this is so cool. I'm so excited. I really think that whatever we can do to try and promote truth, love, and empathy. Nature's Treasures. Yeah, it's on the way actually into Austin. Yeah. I can definitely convince Wendell to do that, I think. Yeah, so yeah, thank you, Priscilla, because I would have struggled. And maybe if I could do Google Maps and then have pictures come up. It's really worth it, Priscilla. You need to stop on by. It's in the city you live in, so it's definitely worth it to have an authentic restaurant, and then it has a crystal shop right next to it. All the more reasons to stop by. Okay. Oh, you know what, guys? I was going to go ahead and pull a card too for someone, if you're interested. Once again, this is part of. This is for me as well as for y'all, because I want to make sure that I am, working my psychic muscles. Why would they do that? It's like so sad to do that to anyone. Mexican food is one of the joys. Linda, okay. Okay, so let's see. We have 14 minutes. Let me see. I think everyone that's shared their intentions for their grid has already spoken, and we've got the participant list. So I think I could do multiples. Okay. Okay, let me see. This one's for Linda. Linda. What does the card say for Linda? Okay, let's see. Okay. I don't know if you can see. It's actually over here, right? I'm looking at the laptop camera. It's actually this one. So Linda, it's Earth. Okay, so I'm feeling right now that the Earth card for you isn't really about the element Earth, like as you would have in grounding or stability, like the symbolisms that you get with the word Earth. I really am getting that there's something that you need to do in your home area, your land, that you need to set up a spiritual place that you can go when you need to connect with the divine that's outside of your home. And it's going to be in a place, Linda, that's not you're not going to have an altar tile. It's going to be very, very discreet, to where only you recognize that it's a spiritual place. And I think that you being able to have that peace outside in your land, and being able to take gifts of blessings to the divine, I think that that's something that's going to help you stay connected to the path that you're on right now. But at the same time, you're not broadcasting it, and it's not public, so it's not a secret, but it's a special thing that you can do for yourself. So that's what I'm getting from that card for you. So that's for Linda. Hopefully that resonated with you. Okay, so Priscilla, let's see. Yep, we have time. I'm glad I mentioned this early enough. All right, so Priscilla, what does Priscilla have? All right, so Priscilla's voice. Okay, so Priscilla, I don't necessarily see you as somebody that doesn't share your opinion normally. It's a normal rule, but I think what I'm seeing for you now is that the voice that you're offering to those that you need to communicate to has it has a level of confidence in it, which you didn't have before. So I think it's something that you're truly passionate about too, and so you're not going to be dissuaded. It's not going to be emotional. It's going to be spoken with confidence and surety and strength, to where the person that you're talking to understands completely that this is not a whim of yours. This is something that you really believe in, and they have to listen to you. So yeah, something is happening right now to where you're building up the courage to share that information, but it's going to be with confidence, and you're going to be really cool about it. It's not going to be emotional. It's just going to be very matter of fact. So yeah, so that's for Priscilla. And then Leanne, let's see what Leanne's got. Let me see. I hear drumming, and Wendell's office is right there. I can hear he's playing a drumming video, or he's drumming over there, I'm not sure. Alright, so this is for Leanne. Leanne, what do I have for Leanne? Okay, let's see. Okay, so Leanne, it's the travel card. So I'm not getting that this is a physical travel. So what I'm getting is that you need to travel back in time. So this is a mental travel that you're going to be taking. So Leanne, I think you're going to need to take some time, set aside some private time, however 30 minutes or something like that, and sit quietly in a space where you won't be interrupted. And there's memories that you need to revisit, that needs to be brought to the surface. And the memories are, I'm not going to say that they're bad, but they marked you in a way to where now you have it's something that you believe to be true that's not. And I can't grasp what that actually is, but I think that you need to revisit this memory, bring it to light, to dispel the truth or the untruth that was created. And so from there, I think that it's going to have a healing moment for you. It's going to be like one of those aha moments. So the travel is mental. It's not going to be a physical travel. So, yep, so that's for Leanne. And so Ellen, let's see what Ellen has. What are the cards I'm aiming for Ellen tonight? Let's see, Ellen. Okay. So Ellen, I have the card time. Let me see here. Okay, cool. Bye, Sam. All right, so this is for Ellen. Time. Oh, Ellen. Okay. Ellen, what I'm getting is that you're really concerned about the lack of time you have in the future. I think you're really kind of anxious about that. That you're trying to gather as much memories and building those times with your family because of you're concerned that there's not a whole lot of time left. Yeah, but I would offer to you that don't rush it. I think if you're so anxious about it, then you're not going to be able to enjoy all those moments. So whatever time we have left is woven into our fate. There's little or nothing we can do to alter that, how much time we have on this plane in this lifetime. So enjoy that time that you have. Enjoy it for yourself, but enjoy it for those that you love as well. So, yeah, I'm not going to say relax, because I'm thinking that that's not possible, but just let go a little bit and not be as anxious, so that you don't overlook all the beauty that's surrounding you right now. Enjoy those moments when the birds are singing and the sun is shining and it's rising, and you look over and you've got a grandchild sitting in the chair next to you. And just know that that time's a gift, and that whatever time you have is enough. It's enough. So, all right, so that's for Ellen. Okay, so I'm going to write down Sam. Remember, he's in Chicago. Yeah, you're welcome, Priscilla. I think that that's something that you've needed to do for a while. Oh my gosh. That is so true. Linda. Oh my gosh. Whew. Wow. Absolutely. Man, guys, the universe was with us at that moment. Man. I love it. Yeah. So that was just something that a message just needed to be spoken out loud about that, Ellen. You asked for time, and we pulled the card time. That's freaking awesome. Thank you for allowing me to do that for you guys. Yeah, so things like that, I just know when there's no coincidence, right? So that was meant to happen. Absolutely was meant to happen. I know. Oh, yeah. Goldie, do you want me to pull a card for you? I don't have, I would enjoy that. I know, Ellen, it's so amazing. So amazing. You said the word and the card was pulled. There is a connection there. Absolute connection. Ah, yeah. Yeah, we all need positive energy, don't we? Ah, you'd love a card. Okay, so we're going to do Goldie, and then, if y'all don't mind, okay, so card for Goldie. Let's see what we have for Goldie. Alright, so card for Goldie. Okay, so deceit. Alright, so Goldie, there's someone that right now is not somebody, they're not a close friend, but it's almost like somebody that is trying to insert their way into your circle, and I think you know who that person is because you're kind of wary. You're not opening your arms up to them, but from what I'm getting is this person is trying to insert their way into your life for the purpose of deceiving someone within that circle. I don't necessarily think it's you, but they're trying to be a part of your group so that y'all, whoever was in that circle, that I'm calling it a mark, right? They're wanting the whole group to relax. So be on the lookout, and I think you've already met the person and you didn't have good feelings when you met them, and I think they're going to try and find a way back to try and, as I said, work their way into your little circle, and just be on guard, right? Because they don't come with honorable reasons. So yeah, which we were just talking about people like that earlier, so we know they exist. So yeah, so just be on guard. I mean, use your intuition, trust yourself. Don't become confrontational. I don't think that that's within you, but just know that there's somebody new coming around, and if you have a weird feeling about them, that there is a good reason why. Yeah, absolutely, Goldie. Happy to do it for you. So, okay, well, we went the gamut again, guys. Thank you so much. I love it when we move beyond, one topic. I love the segues. I think that just identifies our cooperation, but also our experiences, and the experience that we have, and the excitement that we have with crystals, and any topic that relates to it. So it just bounces off and it just grows and grows. So, okay. So we've got the prep meeting done. So on Saturday, we're going to be making our personal grids. I would love to see pictures. If you can, post them on the page. And then we're going to do our collective energy raising. So at 7:11 Central Standard Time is when we're going to focus on the mantra. We're promoting truth, love, and empathy, and just say that however many times you need to, and you set an alarm until 7:20, and then that's when you can release and allow all that energy to go into the universe. And if you know anyone that wants to participate in that, that's wonderful. They don't need to be on the map at all. That's not the intention. I mean, that's a side effect for sure, but just building this energy, the cone of energy, and getting it out there to whoever needs to be healed. Whoever needs to be healed, I'm sure they'll be within your vicinity, and they will feel the power that comes from you. So thank you very much, guys. I appreciate that, and I appreciate the sharing of your grid. I'm really excited about that. I'm really gonna look forward to the pictures, And then, and thank you for allowing me to pull cards for you. Yeah, that's something I really enjoy. So I hope that the messages resonated with you. But yeah, so thanks, guys. So we'll see you again next Tuesday, which will be on the 27th. So we're going to follow up and just share our experiences on the full moon and the grids that we built. So thank you, guys. Blessings. Leanne, yes, thank you for a wonderful night, too. And guys, have an amazing week. Try and do some self-care if you can. You have to stay healthy, because otherwise, life is going to, beat you down in a lot of ways, but you need to make sure that you're strong and resilient, and that staying healthy that's the way to do that. So blessings, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything, private message me, and we'll see what we can do to help. Good night, y'all. Thank you so much. Blessings.